changes. Nature of energy. You can hear energy as sound, you can see energy as light, and you can feel it as wind. Energy is all around you. You use energy when you hit a softball, lift your book bag, and compress a spring. Living organisms need energy for growth and movement. Energy is involved when a bird flies, a bomb explodes, rain falls from the sky, and electricity flows in a wire. What is energy? That it can be involved in so many different activities. Energy can be defined as the ability to do work. If an object or organism does work, the object or organism needs and uses energy. Because of the direct connection between energy and work, energy is measured in the same unit as work, by joules. In addition to using energy to do work, objects gain energy because work is being done by them. There are 5 forms of energy. The 5 main forms of energy are heat, chemical, electromagnetic, nuclear, and mechanical. The internal motion of the atoms is called heat energy because moving particles produce heat. Heat energy can be produced by friction. Heat energy causes changes in temperature and phase of any facts of matter. Chemical energy is required to bond atoms together, and when bonds are broken, energy is released. Chemical energy. Fuel and food are forms of stored chemical energy. Power lines carry electromagnetic energy into your home in the form of electricity. Light is a form of electromagnetic energy. Each color of light represents a different amount of electromagnetic energy. Electromagnetic energy is also carried by X-rays, radio waves, and laser light. Nuclear energy. The nucleus of an atom is the source of nuclear energy. When the nucleus splits, nuclear energy is released in the form of heat energy and light energy. Nuclear energy is also released when nuclei collide at high speeds and join. The sun's energy is produced from a nuclear fusion reaction in which hydrogen nuclei fuse to form helium nuclei. Most of us live within 10 miles of the Surrey nuclear power plant, which converts nuclear energy into electromagnetic energy. Nuclear energy is the most concentrated forms of energy. Mechanical energy. When work is done to an object, it acquires energy. The energy it acquires is known as mechanical energy. When you kick a football, you give mechanical energy to the football to make it move. When you throw a bowling ball, you give it energy. When that bowling ball hits the pins, some of the energy is transferred to the pins. What is energy conversion? Energy can be changed from one form to another. Changes in the form of energy are called energy conversions. All forms of energy can be converted into other forms. The sun's energy through solar cells can be converted directly into electricity. Green plants convert the sun's energy into starch and sugars. In an electric motor, electromagnetic energy is converted to mechanical energy. In a battery, chemical energy is converted into electromagnetic energy, and the mechanical energy of a waterfall is converted to electrical energy in a generator. In an automobile engine, fuel is burned to convert chemical energy into heat energy. The heat energy is then changed into mechanical energy. Chemical then goes to heat and transfers to mechanical energy. The most common energy conversion is the conversion between potential and kinetic energy. All forms of energy can be in either of two states, potential and kinetic. Kinetic energy is the energy of motion, and potential energy is stored energy. The energy of motion is called kinetic energy. The faster an object moves, the more kinetic energy it has. The greater the mass of a moving object, the more kinetic energy it has. Kinetic energy depends on both mass and velocity. What has a greater effect of kinetic energy, mass or velocity? And tell us why. Potential energy is stored energy, stored chemically in fuel, the nucleus of atoms, and in foods, or stored because of the work done on it, stretching a rubber band, winding a vase, pulling back on a bow's arrow, lifting a brick high in the air. Gravitational potential energy. Potential energy that is dependent on height is called gravitational potential energy. Energy that is stored due to the being stretched or compressed is called elastic potential energy. A waterfall, suspension bridge, and falling snowflake all have gravitational potential energy. If you stand on a 3-meter diving board, you have 3 times the gravitational potential energy than you had on a 1-meter diving board. The bigger they are, the harder they fall is not just a saying, it is true. Objects with more mass have greater gravitational potential energy. The formula to win GPE is GPE is equal to weight and multiplied by height. Kinetic potential energy conversion is roller coasters work because of the energy that is built into the system. Initially, the cars are pulled mechanically up the tallest hill, giving them a great deal of potential energy. From that point, the conversion between potential and kinetic energy powers the cars throughout the entire ride. At the point of maximum potential energy, the car has the minimum kinetic energy. As a basketball player throws the ball into the air, various energy conversions take place. Ball slows down, it has then maximum potential energy, then ball speeds up and it has maximum kinetic energy. The law of conservation of energy. Energy can be neither created nor destroyed by ordinary means. It can only be converted from one form to another. If energy seems to disappear, then scientists look for it, leading to many important discoveries. In 1905, Albert Einstein said that mass and energy can be converted into each other. He showed that if matter is destroyed, energy is created, and if energy is destroyed, mass is created. Here you have some new words: energy, mechanical energy, heat energy, chemical energy, electromagnetic energy, nuclear energy, kinetic energy, potential energy, gravitational potential energy, energy conversion, law of conservation of energy.